Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noble. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've recorded a video. I've been doing a lot of streaming since season 12 started, so I wanted to get back to the roots and make an old-fashioned video for you guys. So season 12 has only been out for a few days, and since the season has started, we have had a lot of interesting things happen. It is still too early to make a meta video for season 12, so we'll be looking for that in the next few weeks after a lot of people have settled down and the queues, become a little bit more consistent in terms of people who queue constantly. Right now, in the first 3 days, we're seeing people that we've never seen before in the system, which is good. Like I said, all during the off season, I wanted people to queue this season. I wanted people to get experience. I wanted people to experience the ranked atmosphere and begin to, grow a skin, if you will, because this system requires tough skin if you want to keep playing and you want to keep climbing. I am very pleased to say that I placed pretty well on one of my sages. My Sork placements were terrible, but then my other sage, I've got to place terribly as well, but I am, I think, 1256, not right out of placements. I went 7-3 in placements, and I lost one coming out of the first 10, so I'm now 1256 on my one sage, so I'm about two wins away from getting silver. It might take a little bit longer than that, just due to the nature of the win-loss, and that's something that I wanted to talk about in today's video because this is really my first impressions of season 12 and where I think the season will be going. First off, I'll say we have had a lot of Sork / sages in queue. It has been the most common thing that I've seen so far this season. Like I said, small sample size, it's only been a few days, but that has been the class that I've seen the most. I've seen a good bit of Vanguards and PTs, though granted, honestly guys, the PTs that are in queue, at least on Satil Sean, are pretty good, and they don't die right away, and we don't get the kills on them faster or fast enough. You'll see that in some gameplay, I'm sure, or some of my streams. So that's kind of nice to see power techs back in the mix. Snipers are in there as well, not as much. Recently, I think I've only seen like 3 or 4 in the last couple days, so we'll see, like I said, what balances out in the next few weeks, and so I can then do a what's the meta in season 12 video for you guys. But I want to reiterate something that I think said months ago. Placements are everything. Don't feel the need to get all your placements done in one day. If you're on a winning streak, then good, keep queuing. Queue until you lose. Granted, yesterday I did all my placements on my stage that actually placed well. Like I said, I went 7-3. I started off those placements 1 and 2 and just kept, queuing, and I ended up coming out really nicely at 7-3 and placing 1278 before that loss. That dropped me down to 1276. But if you want to maximize your chances, queue until you lose, and once you lose, don't queue for the rest of the night. Come back the next day, queue again. This is going to prevent you from going on a losing streak or tilting and causing you to play not at your best, which honestly obviously impacts, the result of the game. So you want to make sure you're playing your best when you're placing, because your first 30 games are going to be your most crucial. Those are pretty much going to decide, where you end up the rest of the season, unless you are someone who only plays that one class or that one character, and you're gonna play 400 games and hopefully still end up getting to gold just because of sheer amount of games played. So I would do that. Queue until you lose, and then once you lose, wait until the next day to queue, or swap characters, as I like to tell people. That's why I have multiple sages and multiple sorks, because even though I lose on one, I'll just jump on another one and queue. And the reason why I do this is simply for experience, simply to get used to what is in queue currently and being able to fight against it better. As you guys know, it's no secret, I am a high bronze, low silver caliber player. I'm really trying to get gold this season. I don't know if I will, and if I don't, that's okay. However, I think it is very interesting that last season's, tiers were the way they are. So like it was 1225 for bronze and 1300 for silver. I kind of hope it's the same in terms of the lower tiers, but like the higher tiers was a little crazy for me, but that's not really what I want to talk about. Just something that came up in passing. Back to my first impressions though, I am enjoying the season. Nothing really has changed in terms of the ranked atmosphere. You've got your toxic people, and we've talked about toxic people plenty in my previous videos about how to deal with people like that, so I'm not going to get into it now, but just know that that hasn't changed going into season 12. Now, I do want to say to those people who take offense at criticism, and this is really important going into this season, if someone tells you to do something, take a break from ranked queue, do it in regs, and then come back. You've got to be able to practice. You got to be able to take criticism and not take it as flaming. Yes, I get it. We all pay for the game, and we all, can play whatever we want to in the game. I know that. But if you're trying to win, and if you're trying to be better, and if you are trying to establish yourself in ranked, then take people's advice, what they say in the chat. Ask someone in the chat, hey, what can I do better? Whisper them after the match, be like, hey, I honestly want to know what I can do better. Sometimes you'll have those real dick players that'll say, stop queuing or kill yourself, like shitty people like that, and ignore them. So reach out to people, reach out to me if you want. I try to respond to as many comments as possible, so just drop comments, man. Do whatever you got to do. All of my characters, like, it's no secret the characters that I play, so if you're on Satio Sean or if you're on Starforge and see me, hit me up. I'd be glad to talk to you. I don't know everything, and I'll most likely refer you to one of my guildies, or I'll ask a guildie of mine, and then I'll tell you. So just know that going forward. Anyway, those are my first impressions of Season 12. I'm liking it so far. It's only been a few days, so we'll see what happens in a week or two. I'll obviously be making more videos about, what's happening around the community throughout this season. And yeah, but guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy to go back and make an actual video for you. I hope you guys are enjoying the streams. You guys seem to be, and I'm really glad that you guys do. I will see you guys in the next one.